The human mind has many traps. The human mind's natural instinct is to keep you safe. Therefore, the human mind doesn't care about your goals. So you must train your mind to reject your own resistance and overcome whatever is in front of you. One of the mental traps you will face is focusing too much on the outcome, and this can potentially paralyze you. It will stop you from taking action and lead to procrastination. Most new businesses fail and never get off the ground because they never take action. And most gym memberships never get used. Don't be one of those stories. Focus on the process and take action every day. Before you know it, you will have reached your goal. Don't overthink. Take action. The process is where the gold is. Keep your vision in the background and stay in the trenches. Your vision drives you, but you have to learn to let that vision stay in the background every day. You need to focus on execution. That means focusing on the process and getting your hands dirty. The trenches will become your home. Small wins. When you decide to adopt self-discipline and become a professional, you will find yourself feeling overwhelmed by the reality of what is ahead of you. You might think, how am I going to make this level of work a lifestyle? This is crazy. This way of thinking links up with another reason why many people quit in life. And this brings me back to the lessons learned from the special operations community. When a young soldier joins the special forces, Green Berets, 63 weeks of training wait in front of him. A potential operator needs to pass assessment tests, go to selection, airborne training, language school, ranger school for some, and the Q course for specialized training. All this training can seem overwhelming. If you are being physically broken down early in the morning by an instructor and breathing heavily after just 10 minutes, negative thoughts tend to creep into the mind. For inexperienced soldiers, the thought might be, how am I going to get through 24 hours of this? Even worse, how am I going to get through 63 weeks of this? This type of mental self-sabotage is why many quit and go home. It's a trick of the mind to overwhelm you with the discomfort that awaits. But those who know the tricks of the mind know better. This is why soldiers get encouraged to forget about the 63 weeks of training and just focus on getting through the day. Take it day by day. That's it. Focus on getting small wins. Another example is the Navy SEALs Hell Week. I was recently listening to a podcast by a Navy SEAL veteran talking about how successful candidates get through Hell Week and why most don't make it. Before I get to that, let me tell you about Hell Week that happens at BUD/S, or SEAL training. Hell Week is a mental and physical test where the students get pushed to their absolute limits. The Hell Week is 5.5 days long, and the students get less than 4 hours of sleep in that time window. The Navy SEAL instructor on the podcast was saying that the difference between the unsuccessful candidates and the successful ones is this. The ones that quit focus on the 5 days ahead of them. They focus on the pain they are experiencing and the long hours that still awaits them. So they give up and ring the bell. Successful candidates have the ability to focus on only the next 10 minutes or the next hour. The Navy SEAL veteran said that when he went through Hell Week, he told himself the following. It's 6 a.m. now. I'm just going to make it to lunch. And the times when he was in severe mental and physical pain and thinking of quitting, he would tell himself, I'm just going to push on for another hour and then consider leaving. He said that he would then find himself saying, let's do just one more hour. He would continue doing this and stack all these hours. And before he knew it, a day was done. And next, the whole week was done. The bottom line is this. You can use your mind to overcome anything if you focus, breathe, and use the right thoughts to push you forward. Yes, I get it. We are not special forces soldiers or Navy SEALs. But we can learn lessons from these warriors and use them in our own lives to reach our goals. Now you know the basics of how to build mental toughness. And now it's time to do the work. Remember, in life's most important moments, you might feel like quitting because you feel exhausted and mentally drained. In that moment, remember the tricks of the mind. Just focus on getting through the next hour and keep pushing forward. Don't quit in a moment of weakness that you will regret. Overcome it and go after your goals.